Yo, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's your boy Trevor David Jones back up at it. And as you can see here, we've got the Captain America Marvel Tōkon trailer pulled up, the gameplay trailer. Before we continue, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's jump right in. I'm super excited for this. Obviously, my whole channel is about comic books, you know, video games, anime, so on and so forth. And Tōkon looks great. Fighting games are my second favorite game genre, right after RPGs, JRPGs. And I'm really excited for this. It's coming in August. I believe this is the first gameplay trailer they've had, like the actual moves. So it's Captain America, a fitting first character. Let's see what they got. Sentinel of Liberty.
Freedom isn't free.
Tell him, Cap.
Fight for liberty and justice.
Oh, the move list. Okay. Ease of use, 5 stars. Okay. Okay, light, medium, and heavy. I love these things, man. Very reminiscent of Guilty Gear. Okay. Okay, got the auto combo, quote unquote.
Starting to get the hang of this.
Unique trick. I just love the aesthetic of this game, man. Like the paper look, just looks sick.
Let's keep this up.
Let's do it, Cap. The Captain. Oh, okay, let's go. Oh, kicking the shield? Let's go. Ricochet volley. Shield guard. Okay.
You worked hard and it paid off.
Okay. Okay, I'm looking at the commands, but I'm gonna come back to that later. Come back to that later. Soaring Justice.
Try to keep up. Freedom charge. Freedom charge. Sorry, pal. Freedom charge.
Shield shock. Let's go.
On it. Copy.
Okay, got the assist.
On it. Copy. Leave it to me.
Big Cap.
Copy.
Living legend.
Now the gloves come off. Living legend.
Ultimate skill.
You know what?
You're dead.
I'm a sentinel of liberty.
He is.
It's more than a shield. It's a dream. Shield strike. Freedom charge for the freedom of all. Liberty for all. End of the line, pal. Try to keep up. Shield shock. Soaring justice. Got this.
This is good.
I've got this. Now the gloves come off. Living legend. Freedom charge. Catch. Soaring justice. There. Onward. Freedom for the freedom of all. Liberty for all. This is a battle for the American dream.
Battle for America. Oh, and the assembly? Okay.
Soaring justice. Okay. Freedom charge. Team, get in position.
Okay. Avengers.
There's only one
Ooh.
Captain America, and he's standing.
Right here. Let's go. Just sick.
We fight together. We win together.
Okay, this is sick. This is sick. Like, what do you want me to say? Captain America looks great. Great first character reveal for a gameplay trailer. So let's get right into it. There's a lot of stuff to cover in this trailer, but the main thing that sticks out to me is the moves and how they're done. So the moves are coming in the form of these would look like what people call auto combos. Here's one right here. Hard, hard, hard. H, H, H. So it chains together the 3 attacks and it does a combo. You know, they can't escape it while they're in the grasp of the combo. And they also have one for medium. So why is this good? As I mentioned in the intro of this video, fighting games are my second favorite genre of game next to RPGs, specifically JRPGs. Now, the thing about fighting games is, even in 2026, we're on Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, they've got fighting games for Avatar. We've got a whole bunch of stuff out there. But fighting games are still a niche genre. They really are. I mean, they're not doing like sales numbers next to, let's say, Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, what is? Or, you know, even like most first-person shooters. And it's not all about the numbers. But what I'm saying is fighting games are still kind of in their own community. And I mean, that's not a bad thing. Again, I love fighting games. But one of the main reasons for that is, and this has been said on the internet, but, I'm saying it now, is because of combos or what people perceive as combos. Because you'll talk to people, and if you say you like fighting games, people who don't even play, and I'm saying this from personal experience, they'll be like, "Oh, do you do combos, or are you just a button masher?" Like, they'll say that. People that don't even like really play video games like that. It's like, how do you even know that terminology? But they're looking at fighting games from the outside looking in, and evidently that's something that they can perceive or that they know about it. And the use of combos in fighting games is something that keeps people scared to death. Like, a cat afraid of its own shadow, of going into the fighting game genre. They don't even want to tackle it. So by doing these auto combos, these links with one button, I actually think the developers they don't have a choice. Like, they didn't exist back in the day. Like, you actually had to know real combos. You still have to know them today, but there was no auto combo per se in like Street Fighter Alpha 2, just for example. But I mean, the developers got to do something, and they're probably for their own, motivations, and also if it's a public company, they have their board of directors. They're like, look, man, like, we need to appeal this to a broader market. So these auto combos have to be in the game. It's not something they really had an option about. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I think it's good. I think it's good because, it's gonna get people wanting to play the game. You're like, oh, you can just mash medium or mash hard and you'll get a combo. Oh, okay, I'm doing something. And either they'll maybe want to learn a real combo, or maybe they don't, and they're just fine with that. But it gets them to actually want to play the game, and games are obviously supposed to be fun. So I think it's good. I don't have anything against auto combos. And again, my main point is I actually don't think the developers had a choice, honestly. Okay, so aside from the auto combos, you can look at the moves, and they show like the quick version and what's the actual move version. So if you look down here in the bottom left, you have quick is air, QS. I guess that means quick strike. I can go look what it means, whatever. Plus medium and manual. See, that's what we like. The people who play the games, we like manual. That's the actual command. Quarter circle forward, medium, or, fireball motion, Hadouken. So, yeah, I mean, you've got those options in there. I would say that maybe there should be a difference between the quick version and the manual version. Like, the quick version does less damage or something. There's some sort of differentiator because it's obviously an easier command. You just press the buttons. Again, but that's another point is, in the heat of battle, what's really easy? You're fighting. Hitting those 3 buttons could be as hard as doing the actual command, but that's kind of beside the point. But the actual command itself is easier, just pressing 3 buttons. So maybe it does less damage. And then you have the Dragon Punch motion here, which he's doing on the screen, and also the quick version. Yeah, I like it. I think it's more accessible. I wouldn't use it. People who are more experienced with fighting games aren't going to use that, partially because of like your sense of like pride. Fighting game pride, you're not going to want to use those commands. And also, you're used to doing the actual command. Like, you're used to doing quarter circle forward or backward, or Dragon Punch motion. So you're just going to keep doing it. It doesn't bother you. But yeah, it's good that those are in there. So this video shows a progression of skills from normals to skills to like more ultimates. And I think it's really good. It shows a lot. This is the most we've got to see from the official releases, because they've had gameplay from like Evo. Like if you go search out videos, you can watch people like Sonic Fox and so on and so forth actually playing the game. But that's in a tournament tournament setting. As far as like actual something from the publishers, this is the most we've got, and it's good. Of all the things in here, what I liked most was the team up mechanic, and specifically it's like a revenge mechanic, because it says here we go. You can only use this team mechanic when you are in danger of taking damage that will cause you to lose the match. As in, if that condition isn't met, you can't even use it. I think that's really cool. That's like, here we go. Yeah, the Tōkon assemble. Okay. Yeah, performs an invincible strike, then a series of attacks with the entire team. This move is only available when losing the current round would end the match. So it's like the ultimate revenge mechanic. Like, it's when your back's against the wall. Tōkon assemble can be activated from neutral by inputting light and extra time at the end of a light link attack. That's pretty cool. Skill gauge cost 150. Yeah, that's great. And then the whole team like goes ham on your opponent. Like, that's an awesome little revenge mechanic. And yes, this really does look great. This looks great. Man, this game just gets me more and more excited here. Trick Shield, and here's the whole move list here. And I also really like this because it is reminiscent, or it's not just reminiscent, it's what Arc System Works does with their Guilty Gear videos, their gameplay trailers. And I love watching those. I love watching those just because of the artistic value of them, like the frames and like just how it looks. They're all really cool. And also it teaches you how to use the character on a base level. So this is an Arc System Works game. They're doing this with Tōkon as well. I think that's great. I really enjoyed this trailer. We got to see a lot of things in this trailer. We got to see the auto combos. We got to see the real moves, quote unquote. We got to see the Tōkon assemble, which I think is really awesome, obviously. The game looks quick. It looks snappy. The graphics look as beautiful as ever. The character models look great. And I'm just glad we got to see the moves, man. This is the first gameplay trailer. I'm very satisfied with this. It made me happy. It made me smile. So yeah, man. Obviously, I'm excited for this game. It comes out in August. It looks great. I'm ready to see more trailers. And yeah, and there's more in this trailer that I could have gone over. Like I said, there's a lot in here, but I think that covers the broad strokes and gives a good idea of what this trailer was about, and also what Captain America is about, and what this game is about. And on that note, that's all I got. That's all I got for y'all today. Great trailer, man. It really got me geeked. I really like this. So check out my last two videos. I did a reaction to Yasmine, one of the new original characters in Street Fighter 6. Anytime there's an original character, I got to do a reaction, because original characters in Street Fighter 6 are a big deal. You know, we're so used to the classic roster that whenever you get these new characters, it's cool. It's just a great thing to review. And I also did a video on Final Fantasy Resonance, a reaction to that trailer. A legitimate new Final Fantasy. I was informed it's actually kind of based on the Brave Exvius, the cell phone game, kind of like Octopath Traveler 0 was based on the cell phone Octopath game. But that being said, it's not a port of the cell phone game. It's completely reworked. It's made up to console quality, and the game looks really good. You can see from our reaction that I'm happy about it, that I'm stoked about it, and I'm really ready for that to come out. Because like I said, my second favorite genre of games is fighting games, but my number one favorite genre of games is JRPGs, and specifically Final Fantasy. So I'm super excited about that. It looks great. And that's all I got for y'all. Like I always say, we're never off the YouTube grind. We're never off. We're always on. And until I see y'all again, remember, you always want to be this way in life. Never this way. Always this way, okay? And I will see y'all again. Stay up. Peace.